Alright, Trickers and Trickers, time for the penultimate episode of Review the Day with The Most Toys. The Enterprise D is called to assist a colony world that has suffered contamination to its water supply. Because of this, they meet with the Jovis, a ship owned by the Sibalian trader Kivas Faho. Faho is one of the few vendors of Yttrium, an extremely rare medicinal compound capable of neutralizing the contamination. Because yttrium is a volatile substance that cannot be beamed aboard, Lieutenant Commander Data is assigned to shuttle Faho's cargo from the Jovis to the Enterprise, which will take several trips. Just before the final trip, the crew of the Jovis, led by Varia, kidnap Data. After filling the shuttlecraft with equivalent materials, they break the shuttle to explode en route. The Enterprise's crew perform a cursory scan of the debris and believe Data is dead, but due to the emergency, are forced to leave the Jovis without a more detailed study. Oh boy. Data is reactivated in a secured room and is met by Faho. The trader explains he collects rare and valuable objects and has kidnapped Data due to his uniqueness. Varia visits Data, telling him to change out of his Enterprise uniform and to sit in his chair. However, Data still refuses to follow orders and remarks that based on what she tells him of her friendship with Faho, he and Varia are both Faho's prisoners. While lamenting the loss of their friend, Geordi concludes that he's missing something about Data's destruction. Geordi takes his hypothesis to Picard and Riker, stating that the reason he can't find anything is there's nothing to indicate any malfunction. He explains that the only option is pilot error, but doesn't believe it as the odds are too vast to calculate. Picard gives him some words of solace and dismisses him. Picard and Riker select Worf as Data's replacement. In an effort to make Data comply with his wishes, Faho says he isn't at war with anyone and is in fact Data's liberator. He parts Data about whether or not he's capable of killing anyone, and Data states that he is programmed to never kill except in defense, and thus would be incapable of murder. When Data still refuses to submit, Faho splashes a solvent on Data's uniform that dissolves it so he will be compelled to change his clothes. Geordi and Wesley run through Data's communications during the shuttle trips, with Geordi noting that Data follows protocol to the letter. Wesley further points out that Data didn't report the shuttle clearing the cargo bay of the Jovis on the final transmission, per protocol. Geordi and Wesley conclude that for Data to not follow standard procedures, such as not reporting something as wrong, is not like him unless there was something wrong with Data himself. Data remains defiant against Faho's attempt to make him an object of display, purposely remaining silent and immobile when Faho shows off his collection to a rival trader. Only when Faho threatens to kill Varia with a very rare and illegal Varanti disruptor does Data agree to follow Faho's orders. The Enterprise arrives at the colony and uses the Yttrium to neutralize the contamination, but find it works far more quickly than it should. They soon discover that someone purposely created the contamination that will require Yttrium, leading the crew to suspect Faho of staging the whole scenario to kidnap Data. They quickly return to the last known location of Jovis to track Faho down. Varia decides to help Data to escape. During the attempt, they set off alarms that alert Faho, and when he gets there, he uses the Varanti disruptor on Varia, killing her without remorse. Data picks up the spare Varanti that Varia had possessed and threatens to use it on Faho. The Enterprise arrives and suddenly Data beams back aboard, discovering that the disruptor was in the process of discharging. Data is met in the transporter room by Commander Riker and requests that Faho be taken into custody. The Riker responding that arrangements have already been made. Good. When Riker asks why the disruptor was energized, Data only offers that something may have happened during transport. Faho is placed in the Enterprise brig. In the brig, Faho asks Data if he was happy, lamenting the reversal of their situation, but says defiantly that he will add Data to his collection one day. Yeah, I highly doubt that. Data informs Faho that his stolen collection has been confiscated, and all his possessions returned to the rightful owners. Faho remarks, "It must give you great pleasure." Data replies, "No, sir, it does not. I do not feel pleasure. I am only an android." It then leaves the stunned Faho alone in the brig. Yeah, that's what I would probably do in that situation. Anyway, let's look at some production notes here. David Rappaport, a well-known British dwarf actor, originally been cast for the part of Kivasfaho. Rappaport struggled with depression in his life, and attempted suicide shortly after filming some scenes as Faho. Rappaport would later commit suicide on May 2nd, 1990. Saul Rubinek was brought in to take over the role and complete the episode. Select scenes of Rappaport were included in a special in memoriam reel on disc 5 of the third season TNG Blu-ray set. The episode's title comes from a popular saying found on bumper stickers and t-shirts in the 1980s, which read, "He who dies with the most toys wins." The quote is originally attributed to flamboyant billionaire Malcolm Forbes. That's kind of interesting, I guess. So overall, I'd say this is a pretty okay episode, but yeah, that's all I can say. It's just a little bit okay. So overall, I give The Most Toys 3 Warp Cores out of 5. Well, join me soon for the final episode of Review the Day with Sarek. But that's going to be a good one. So, until then, live long and prosper, everybody.